Earlier this month, a Florida woman locked her minivan's doors and rolled up the windows. Then she told her 3 children that she was trying to take them to a better place and drove her vehicle straight into the ocean. People on Daytona Beach heard the children's cries for help and rushed to the rescue. According to one witness, I saw the son was snatching at the wheel trying to get his mother to come back towards the shore. Here was one kid in the back seat screaming, help us, my mom's trying to kill us." The reason Ebony Wilkerson acted this way appears uncertain. Earlier in the day, her sister called 911, requesting that her sister be psychologically evaluated because she kept talking about demons. Wilkerson was stopped by the police, but seemed lucid enough to be released on her own recognizance. Although it is not certain, the demon in question may have been her own husband, as she told investigators that she had endured 14 years of agony because of him. However, according to court records, she did appear confused and kept going on about various religious topics. Charged with 3 counts of attempted murder in the first degree and 3 counts of child abuse causing great bodily harm, she remains in jail with bail set at $1.2 million. March 2014 marks the first anniversary since Pope Francis's election to the Roman Catholic papacy. In an interview granted to Italian and Argentine newspapers, Pope Francis reflects on the past 12 months, his popularity, and the future of the Church. Notably, Francis suggests that women should have a larger role in the Roman Catholic Church. Some Vatican experts are already discussing the idea that the Pope intends to appoint women to positions of power in the administration. Francis himself seems to be thinking bigger, however, having appointed a senior cardinal to explore the options, but the pontiff didn't go so far as to mention the possibility of women being ordained as clergy. The Pope also addresses criticism that the Church has not done enough to respond to charges of child sex abuse. Following a United Nations report detailing how allegations of molestation were hidden while the offenders were hidden from justice, Pope Francis created a Vatican committee to prepare a response. Victim advocacy groups say this is not enough, and in the interviews, Pope Francis calls the cases of abuse terrible and admits that the Church has a responsibility, but he thinks it's being singled out, claiming that statistically, most child molesters are not priests. On the topic of his popularity, the Pope seems put off, calling the notion of a celebrity Pope offensive, and saying that he's just a normal person. But it may be that very normalcy that has made him so popular. Pope Francis's tolerant approach to second marriages, family equality, human rights, and his emphasis on service to the poor are unprecedented in recent Vatican history. The movie isn't in full release yet, but it's already making waves. Noah, the movie starring Russell Crowe, Emma Watson, Jennifer Connelly, and Anthony Hopkins, is not due in theaters worldwide until the end of the month, but a lot of Christians have decided they're not going to watch it, and several Middle Eastern countries have banned it from their theaters. The world premiere was in Mexico City on the 10th of March. Before the showing, director Darren Aronofsky warned the audience that it was the least biblical film ever made. Anything you're expecting, you're fucking wrong. Paramount tried to reach pastors and even numero uno himself, Pope Francis, to come and watch the movie, but to little avail. In the United States, the National Religious Broadcasters has announced that it wouldn't recommend Christians go to see Noah unless the studio put in the inspired by disclaimer. As mentioned earlier, Christians are not the only ones who are wary. Muslims are also upset at the way one of Allah's messengers has been depicted. In Egypt, for example, the El Azhar Sunni organization announced that the movie contradicts the stature of the prophets and messengers and antagonizes the faithful.